Peace. I'm gonna take this off. Let's see if we can. Peace. What's good, y'all? I'm hoping that this microphone don't interrupt this. You know what I'm saying? What's good, man? Oh, we about to get it started. Can you hear me all right? What would a talk with Seven be without a drink? Yeah, man. Libations. That's a good thing. Libations is a good thing. You know what I mean? I love libations. What up, sweetie? I see you. What up, Cam? I see you, Queen. Libations is a good thing. You know what I mean? We gonna talk today. What's good, Star? What's good, baby? Can y'all hear me all right? Y'all can hear me? Everything's good? Sounding good? The music in the background is not mine, so we ain't gonna have no problems with Facebook, hopefully. If we do, I just come back each time. It's all good. Hopefully y'all stick around. We're just waiting for people to get on because it seems as if a lot of people want to hear about this topic on today. Why are we staying in dead relationships? Y'all want to hear about that? Yeah. What's good? Y'all having a good day? What up, Queen? I see you. Welcome. Bow. Normally I'd be in something real debonair, but it's cold as hell in Atlanta right now, y'all. I don't know if you know it, but I woke up this morning and it was 16 degrees. My pillow said, "Get back on me." Get back on me. Hey. But we just giving people a little bit of time to get in here. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all really want to talk about this today. So we're going to hop on in, man. I told y'all it'd be 2 o'clock. I respect time. So why we staying in dead relationships, ladies? It's a lot of men staying in dead relationships, too. But we have to ask ourselves, what is your definition of a dead relationship? You know what I'm saying? Because a dead relationship means that there is nothing fertile taking place. You know what I mean? There is no fertile ground. And a lot of times, that is discovered immediately. You know what I mean? Like, hey, how you doing? Oops, sorry, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Like, y'all not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people not paying attention. I was at the bar one night, and this really attractive young lady was sitting at the bar. I think she might have got there maybe 2 minutes right after I did, right? And so she's sitting there, and she's got a glass of water. She ordered her about 1 or 2 glasses of water, and she's sitting there and she's waiting. This is a true story, y'all. I can't make this shit up. And so the bartender I knew very well. See, y'all got to get to know the bartenders. This is why I come to places like this, because you build a relationship with the bartenders, y'all, and they start to protect you. You know what I mean? And not just from a relationship perspective, from a business perspective, too, because they know the regulars. You know what I mean? They know if that dude is a creep or not. They know if that girl is out there thotting. You know what I mean? So, right, Cam? You know what I mean? So, listen. So, she's sitting there with her glass of water, and the bartender comes over. She says to me, "Listen, Seven, I promise you, if you say one word to this girl, I'm cutting you off for the night." I said, "Wow, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, Queen. Why would you do such a thing? That's a beautiful young lady right there." She said, "Because what you don't realize is that she does this every night. She comes and she orders her water, and she sits and she waits for a man to sit down and order her a drink. It's a bait. It's a baiting situation, right? It's a lot of men out there doing the same thing. Nice watch, nice car, dress nice, you know what I'm saying? And y'all just, oh my God, he wears a suit every day, girl. Oh my God, he's got a job, girl. Oh my God, he talks so elegantly, girl. Oh, this is my Boaz. Girl, bye. Listen. And then I hear a lot of dudes, they say the same thing. Bruh, she educated, bruh. Oh my God, look at the rack, bruh. Her body is amazing, bruh. She healthy, bruh. You got. Because see, it's a whole lot to it. It's so much more to it than just the surface level, but we can't get to the more of it until we get through the surface level. So you must first know what it is you're looking for from a surface level situation. How else would you know that it's dead ground that you're walking on? Facts. There's so many of us that's just so lonely, we'll just take anything. You know what I'm saying? We just take it in. If he willing to pay the bill, girl, I'm with it. No. If she willing to do that head game and make a cornbread, bruh, I'm with it. No. Because what's after that? So now we're talking from an intellectual basis. So is the deadism, and that's going to be a word for the day, the deadism. I want y'all to use that at work. Deadism. So is the deadism, is that visible from the hello? Is it visible from the after the sex? Because you know that's what's passion attracts, right? So we got to get through that part. So now we're having a conversation, and you got to ask certain questions. How do you feel about this, baby? How do you feel about that, baby? Y'all not having enough conversation. Because see, we got to get to the dead part first. What's dead? What's dead about your relationship? They say they stay for the children. Before we even get to the kids, you knew it was dead before you even had kids. And that's so true. So many of y'all trying to bring buds to the dead plant with kids. Stop that. If that man don't love you now, he not gonna love you with kids. If that sister don't love you now, knocking her up is not gonna make her love you more. That animosity is about to become multiplicity. I promise you. It's just gonna amplify itself. What is it that you're speaking to? Because see, women, let me tell you something. A lot of y'all not speaking to nothing. Just because you cooking, just because you cleaning, you think he might like that. You're not listening to what that man's saying. And then you men, you're not listening to that woman. You think just because you're watching some comedy special, just because you watching some documentary on this and on that, and you reading a Steve Harvey book, and listen, man, all of that stuff is happenstance stuff. If that's not who you are as a person, if you just reading a book and you trying to switch it up just because you going out Thursday and you want to lure that man in, you done read a few chapters, or vice versa, man, you done watched a few Lifetime movies and you feel like, you know what I mean, you going to be good for the weekend. No. That's not the case. This shit got to be inside you. Because guess what? Here's what we don't understand. I promise you, I want y'all to listen to this. Here's what y'all don't understand. No matter what it is in life you want, you can find it. The problem is you stop looking because of status quo. I'm gonna give it to you ladies real quick. This is I'm gonna tell you all like this. What happens is, for you ladies, you go out on a Thursday night, or you online and you find a guy, and that guy start pouring into you because he know what it is, he know the game. So he start pouring into you. Now you feeling like, oh, I can trust this guy. Oh, I can trust what he's saying. But then you don't give him an opportunity to truly live out what he's talking about. He say he want to take you out and take you on trips and pay for the hair and pay for this and do that. And it sounds good, so you invite him over. Come on, baby girl. You invite him over. You ain't even give him a chance to take you nowhere. You done spread eagle. Now he ain't got to do it. But because he giving you a good ear game after he done put it down, you like, oh, I'm going to invite him back for more. So about 2 or 3 months later, you find yourself in this endless cycle of just fucking. And it feel good and he talking nice, but ain't nothing moving past that. He not showing you nothing else other than that. I'm telling you the truth, y'all. Star, this is fact, right? This is facts, y'all. So then what happens? You fall in love with the shit he's saying. You understand? You falling in love with the shit he's saying. You're not falling in love with the shit he's doing, because he ain't doing nothing. You're not letting him. You want so much of his time outside of everything else that you're not even letting him do it. This brother get off of work at 3:45. You asking him to come over at 4 o'clock. Then you don't want to let him leave until 3:45 the next morning. He still got to get to work. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. You got to understand your part in all of this. And the thought of things they said, yes, He's telling you all of these wonderful things. Now, here's what you... And then, listen, because... And a lot of this applies to you conscious sisters out there, because this is you have the most problems, because it ain't too many of them quote unquote worldly girls. And I don't say that, you know what I'm saying. It ain't too many of them worldly girls that's having these problems because they understand how to ask for shit. Y'all ain't asking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just sound good. You ain't telling him, hey Rob, listen, I would love for you to take me out Thursday night at Sage. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a nice picked out, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, my favorite meal is this. You're not sending them the Amazon account with the links to the shoes or the boots. Because why? Because you think that you should not be doing these things. Who told you that? Who told you you shouldn't be asking for shit? Because if a man likes you, he's spending that bread. Let's make no mistake about it. We have to understand what it is we want. You say you want a provider, but you're not allowing him to provide. If he's not providing from the beginning, he's not providing from the end. And that's from an emotional perspective. That's from a financial perspective. That's from a time perspective. But we have to also manage our expectations. If you met this dude and he ain't have no job, and now you complaining to your girls that he not taking you out, shame on you. You should have left him when you found out he ain't had no job. Y'all out there believing there's so many good men without jobs. There's so many good... Yeah, there are. But you know what they do? I had a homie just call me up right before this phone call. Right before this call. Right before this talk. A good friend of mine. He's becoming a good friend. An actor. He called me up. He said, Seven, listen. I'm tired of being at this house, man. I'm looking for work. Nobody's hiring me. You got any work for me, bro? Yeah, King. Come on. Let's get this money. See, because an honest man is not comfortable being on the couch. You over there bragging about this one man you got, you know, oh, he's faithful, he's at home. Man, look, it's cute now. It's cute now because he's available, but that shit ain't gonna be cute after you want to go out and buy a nice dress and flirt and be cute out on the town. Y'all know y'all want to be cute out on the town with a nice bag. Come on, why you playing? Why y'all playing? My queens don't have that problem. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I work hard every day. And you also got to look at that. Is he working hard? Because if he's not working hard on his business or on his job, he's not going to work hard on the relationship. That's facts. Y'all out there busting y'all ass at work. Why you accepting anything less than that? We talking about what's dead first. We going to get to the why you stay in a second. But you got to be able to identify what's dead first in order for you to know where you're going. I'm going to let that sink in for just a second while I sip. Listen, if you over the age of 30, these brothers that you looking for, these men that you looking for, they looking for that wifey material. They ready to commit. You might not think so because you watch all these movies where the women scare the men off because they think they scared to commit. But these kings are out here. They see what's in these streets and they don't want that neither. They going through the same problems y'all going through. And you know the problem? Y'all hiding yourselves. You think it ain't nobody good out there, so you hide yourself. You can't be found like that. That man out there looking for you. But you know what he find? He finding them thotties because he's still a man. So he was ready to give that D to somebody tonight, but you wasn't available for that. So he found himself at the bar. You know what I'm saying? It's a full moon tonight. Tamika got a hold of him, and she not letting him go. Facts. She not letting him go. She putting it on him. And that's the other problem, y'all. You want to be so respected for your mind. You want to be so respected for all the other things that you can do. You're forgetting about the essence of that man. You're forgetting about the essence. He don't care about your promotion on your job. He don't care about how much money you making. He don't need your money. He needs your affection. And if you're emotionally unavailable, it doesn't matter how committed you are in that relationship. I'm going to say that again. If you are emotionally unavailable, that man don't care about how or where you are. You are committed to the wrong thing. You're committed to the commitment. You're not committed to that relationship, because if you're committed to a man in a relationship, you busting it open. You know what I'm saying? You busting it open. You understand that man need that energy so he can go out and he can create and he can make that living that he needs to make for you. If you got a man that's starving, he not focused. He not focused. And we're not talking about We're not talking about the players. We're going to get to them in a second. But we just talking about man. He can't be focused when his ball's hurting, ladies. I'm giving y'all the real. He's spending 35, 40% of his time looking for that scratch. He can't focus. So now you want to be respected for all of these things, but you're not complying to nature. That's right, Cam. You got to give him snacks before he leave the house, baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand what this man grew up wanting from a child. He been watching Playboy. He been watching all of these things, but he still want an intellectual being. But you can be intellectual all day, but if you not scratching that itch, y'all ain't nothing but friends. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care how long y'all been together. I don't care how many kids you got. If you don't understand that one principle of that man, then you're just friends. Number 2, or number 3, number 4, number 5, whatever it is, you gotta listen. He telling you everything you don't want to hear, everything you do want to hear, but you gotta listen. Because a man is telling it to you without a concern of how you feel a lot of times. Because we're just analytical beings. That's the way we are. You know what I'm saying? That's the way we made up. Stop wanting us to care so much all the time in the wrong space. You wanting an over-emotional man and then get mad because he can't be a protector. You want an over-emotional man, but he can't provide because he's over-emotional. So he wants to be provided for. You got yourself an over-emotional man, and he is waiting for you to provide for him because he done been brought up with his mama, his auntie, his sisters, his grandmamas, all them women in his life. Even though I have too, but I'm sent to give you the message. Look, I'm just a vessel. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why that is, ladies, it's not out of a malicious situation. What happens with a man who's raised with all them women, he's taught to be a gentleman. He's taught to be a gentleman. But there's a certain part of a gentleman that, as a real man, you got to let go of. And this is the part that I'm going to talk to you all about next. Sometimes you got to be told no, women. Sometimes the things that you're asking for, sometimes the thing that you want is not what your family needs. It's not what the future relationship needs. He can't spend that much time with you. He's telling you no for a reason. I'm out here trying to get this scratch. You think I'm just not trying to be in the picture. You know what I mean? Cry babies at the bar. Hey, I'm trying to let y'all know, man. You know, and it's not that he doesn't have feelings. It's not that he doesn't have these things. It's just that in order to be a man, he can't be so concerned about your feelings. In order for him to be able to provide for the future, he can't be so concerned about you crying tonight, yo. He can't be. Because if you're trying to monopolize his time, if you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, you want to go out every night, you got to be understanding too. You got to understand that he worked too. You got to understand that this man got feelings too. If all you're worried about is yourself, all you're concerned about is yourself and how you feel, you missing it. You might be the dead ground that he trying not to really be upon. You got to take responsibility too, women. My bros hear it every day. They hear it all the time, how we not shit. They hear it all the time. But the problem a lot of times in relationships is that it's based upon your desire. Think about it, ladies. What is it that you really got to do when going out on a date? This dude got to make the bread. He got to make sure he opening the door, pulling out the chair, providing a good conversation. You know what I'm saying? And showing you that he not a creep. What is your responsibility in all of that? Nothing? Have a decent conversation, not be a victim and be cute? Come on, man. We starting off wrong. You starting off wrong. If you got a man, if you've been talking to a guy over the phone, over the internet, and you're setting up a date, he's setting up a date, whatever the case may be, you should be showing up with a gift. You should be showing up with a rose, a flower, a card, or something saying thank you for this time. I know you could have been out making money, King, but I appreciate the time that you're giving me right now. Why? Because we in a place where it is almost 16 women to 1, and you chose to spend time with me. See, stop thinking that you all of that and that it should just be given to you. You got to be appreciative. These men are out, they seeing it. They know what's good. They tired of not being appreciated. Just like you tired of not being appreciated. This thing go full circle. The only thing is they not talking about it. They gonna say it to their bros in the bar or at the barbershop, but they're not gonna talk about it on social media. I am though, because I want you to have better relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's men out there that's just alpha males on some unga bunga shit. And it's women that love that shit. You gotta tell them, baby, I love a unga bunga ass caveman. And then there's men out there that'll cry with your ass all night. But you gotta tell them you want that. Baby, I want a man to cry with me all night. And they gonna cry. There's some crybabies out there, but that's not saying they not good men. They just looking for it. They looking for that woman that ain't gonna judge them on that crybaby shit. But y'all, you know what I mean? It's hard for a man to know what y'all want, because as a unga bunga, I get a crier and she go, baby, I need you to be a little more sensitive with me. And so now I become a crybaby. And then we break up, and then the next person I meet is a unga bunga chick, but now I done became a crybaby. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be who you are, and you gotta respect who you are, and you have to just, you gotta be honest. If you a little thotty out there, you gotta let a nigga know, hey, I'm a thotty, baby. I like to bust it open. If that's what you love, I'm your girl for you. But now, you think you sitting across from a conscious man. You think all he want is a virgin. But no, he been praying to God for a thotty. See? It really does go both ways, y'all. The problem is broken people are dating other broken people. They're marrying each other and producing broken children. Yes, Cam. Absolutely. Because we're lying to each other. We think that people are actually getting shit together. It's people out here winging this. Oh, okay. So now you living in a 1-bedroom apartment, ladies, with three roommates, but you want a dude that's in a 4-bedroom house driving a Ferrari. Come on, man. We human beings, y'all. How he get to drive a Ferrari and you get to drive it for nothing? That don't make no sense. That's not fair. So you driving it for nothing, he driving a Ferrari, and that's the only guy that come on, baby. That's why you getting treated the way you getting treated. He see you for nothing, and he like, shit, she want my Ferrari? Fuck her. I ain't giving no Ferrari. I'm giving her fingers. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you like I'm gonna give it to you. I'm telling it to you right now. This is the way men think. And women doing the same shit. If you ain't got no Ferrari, if you driving her for nothing and she in a Ferrari, she giving you the finger too. And you taking it. Because you bragging to your boys that you dating a chick with a Ferrari. And you in her for nothing. Shame on you. At least being a for go-go. I'm coming on all y'all, man. I'm telling you. And I ain't even gonna say dating your lane twin. That's a truism. But I ain't even gonna say that. I say date 1 or 2 notches up. Date 1 or 2 notches up, because you gotta realize you might just be in a slump right now. You just might be in a slump. You might be at a 5, but you really deserve a 7. You know what I'm saying? And with the help of a 6, you'll get there. But don't be a 5 and date a 5, because the 5 might not realize that they're a 5. They might think that they're a 7. So they stay a 5 for the next 2 years while you get to the 7, and you're like, damn, yo, I thought you was a 7. You ain't no 7, you a 5. I'm out of here. So now let's talk about why we don't leave the dead. The reason why we don't leave the dead is because we really don't know our value. We out here boasting and bragging about what we are. We out here boasting and bragging about what we do. But then we go home and cry about shit. You really don't believe half the things you're saying. You really don't believe it. Because if you believed that you was a 7, you wouldn't allow yourself to date a 5. If you felt like you was a 7 and you felt like you got a 7, the moment that 7 became a 5, you'd be like, look, boo, you better get to that 7 shit or I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know how many families I done been through? You know how many women I done left because they wasn't shit? I don't need no woman in my life just feeling. That's the reason why I'm with my queen, man. If me and my queen not getting along, and I say, yo, queen, I need you at a 6. I'm at a 6. She coming to that 6. If she say to me, king, I need you at that 7, and I'm at a 6, I'm at the 7, baby. I'm at a 9 or a 10, because I don't want her going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? We got to be responsible. Sometimes, you watch sports. It's 4 quarters of the football game. Them teams ain't playing at 100% all 4 quarters. Sometimes they behind in the second half. Sometimes they behind in the third. But with a good coach, they bring their asses back with the proper talent. See, if you coaching and it ain't proper talent on the team, no matter how much you coaching, you ain't never gonna see no win. A lot of y'all trying to coach some losers. Ooh, a lot of y'all trying to coach losers because you got winner potential. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of you coaching losers because you have winner potential. That person is not you. Stop trying to stay because you feel like y'all deserve to be together. Y'all don't deserve shit. You deserve to protect yourself and to honor your ancestors. Your ancestors wouldn't want you with no deadbeat. What's wrong with you? I don't care if you got a daddy or mama, none of that in your life. Your granddaddy and your grandmama, your great-granddaddy, your great-grandmama, your great-aunts, great-uncles ain't want you to be with no deadbeat. So damn your circumstances. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I being taken advantage of in this relationship? And if the answer is yes, then you might need to talk about that. Talk about it first. Don't just be out here leaving good relationships because you're not getting along. That's another thing. A dead relationship means that you're able to talk to that mate and they don't give a shit. That's a dead relationship. A dead relationship means that you might be going through some turmoil. You know what I'm saying? You might not have communicated how you really feel, and then you communicate how you really feel, and don't nothing change. That is a dead relationship. A dead relationship isn't even you got a problem and every 2 weeks it goes back, because they gave an effort. So it might be a dead relationship, but it might not. They might just need that continued coaching. Find yourself on a team with some losers and one star. That star needs the coaching. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be out here forsaking your relationship because this one thing happened. Stop that. Don't do that. That's not a dead relationship. That's some shit happened. Y'all out here leaving good men, good women because they done fucked up once. Now, if it's here's the disclaimer. If you done walked in and they molesting your children now, God damn it, that's a whole different situation. Okay? But, if he ain't call you back at 7 o'clock and you talking about you don't appreciate my time, girl, stop. You know what I mean? If she just got an attitude problem today, it might be her job, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving it to y'all like this is real. A dead relationship means that it's not going anywhere because you have expressed your emotions and your feelings. A lot of people out there considering themselves in a dead relationship and that partner don't even know shit you going through. They don't know. You want them to read your mind, but they don't have that ability. And even if they did have the ability, still give the relationship the respect to express yourself. You understand? It's real, y'all. Stop giving up a good relationship over bullshit. And I'm gonna give it to you like this. If your problem is infidelity, but yet you have a great relationship, yes, that's possible. It's possible. If you have a great relationship, but your problem is infidelity, I want you to think of it from a business perspective. Because a long time ago, relationships used to be business. Because when I was born in Kings County Hospital, somebody else found out about it and they started betting against my social. So I live my life as a business. I don't give a damn about how I feel in many cases because that doesn't result to positivity after a while. You're just stuck in your feelings. And if you're stuck in your feelings, you'll keep getting stuck in your feelings over and over and over and over. It's a countless cycle. It's an endless cycle of feelings. So I want you to look at yourself from a business perspective. What do we need as a business to be productive and prosperous? What does that bottom line look like for you? And if infidelity is getting in the way, you might want to have a talk about it. If your man got a little thing and he ain't pleasing you, y'all might want to talk about it. Because it's going both ways. There's women out there they ain't being pleased at all. And they spirits ain't good. But they in great relationships. Great relationships. But they just not getting it right. So now They're compromising. Same thing. There's brothers out there in great relationships, but they're with women who just are not able to do it for them, or they might need more. But y'all out here acting like fucking kids, man. Y'all got to get this shit together. You a grown fucking person. If you haven't figured out by now what you need in your life, shame on you. Shame on you. You should be studying yourself. You should be researching yourself. Evaluate your relationships. Why did Tyrone leave? Why did Emily, why did Rebecca, why did Shantae leave? Why did these people leave? Why did they do me like this? Why did I do them like that? You gotta evaluate self and then come back to the table in the next turn. I did it. I promise you I did it. When I was coming up, y'all, I knew that I would be a man of wealth. I wanted it that bad. I raised myself looking at images of men of wealth, videos of men of wealth. And it was a few things that I realized that they had in common. They had alcohol problems as I sit here and drink. I ain't no alcoholic, but I do love alcohol. But I'm going to talk to you about it. They had gambling addictions. They had women problems. Real shit. This is what I saw that ended wealthy men's lives and careers. They spend their whole life building something, and then they go through these things, and then they're left with nothing or half of it. So what I said to myself was this. One, we will never become addicted to drugs. You know what I'm saying? And so I tell people, if you ever see me getting off the wagon, yo, whip my ass and get me back in place. Your community should hold a responsibility to your prosperity, because you should be pumping light into your community. You understand? They should be holding you accountable to who you say you are. If I tell y'all that I'm out here, I'm the alchemist, I'm out here and I got your best interest in mind, but I'm out here doing dumb shit, and you're not telling me, come on, man, how then that means you don't believe that I'm the alchemist. You understand? So then secondly, my mother taught me at a young age not to gamble. Why? Because half the shit people are gambling on, they can't control anyway. So I'm not going to gamble on some shit I can't control. So that's number 2. Number 3, I told my queen, where I'm from in the universe, I have many wives. They know me when they see me, and I am indebted to that energy and that responsibility. Do not mess with me if you're not with that. Why? I'm protecting myself and my family for the future. I'm not going to be that man that build that wealth and then it's going to be taken away from infidelity. No, my queen deserves more respect than that, and my family deserves more respect than that. I'm not going to have that happen. So if I feel like I can't contain myself, it's my responsibility and my duty to the person that I fall in love with to let you know what it is. Just like if you out there with an STD or some bullshit, you got a fucked up mind, you should be telling people what it is you dealing with. Listen, ma, when I get mad, I go in. So if you ain't no alpha, if you got light skin, don't fuck with me. You gotta tell people who you are. This is why you're in a dead relationship, because you did not expose the truth. This is facts, y'all. You did not expose the truth. You are supposed to expose the truth. You should not care about no relationship more than you care about the relationship of yourself or with yourself. I don't care about how listen, if my wife leave me today, but I was being who I am, then shame on her, because she knew from the beginning what the fuck I am. You understand what I'm saying? She ain't going nowhere because she know her king is 100. But that's the problem. We out here changing ourselves so we can be in a relationship. That's not what you should be doing. You should be perfecting who you are so that you can lure in that person that should be with you. You understand? The dead relationships are over, y'all. Dead relationships are over. It don't serve you. It might feel good right now. It might feel good. And I'm going to tell y'all, ladies, y'all addicted to that drama shit too. You addicted to drama. A lot of y'all addicted to fucking drama. You think your life has no purpose or no value unless you have drama in your life. If it was not so, we would not have so many of these channels and these TV shows perpetuated on drama. Y'all love that shit. It's almost like a conversation with your girlfriend ain't a conversation if you ain't talking about how fucked up a situation is. So you got to think about it. Are you welcoming in the drama? Are you self-perpetuating this dead relationship? Does he always have to prove his love to you because of some dramatic situation? There used to be a song out that talked about breaking up the makeup. A lot of us do that. We don't have to do that, y'all. Find the light in your relationship. Your relationship might not be dead at all. Have a conversation with your lover, yo. Talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Ask them what it is they really want. Give the relationship a second chance. And when I say a second chance, I mean allow yourself the ability to have, if this conversation doesn't go the way that you feel like it should go, you have the ability to leave it. Give yourself that much power. And I promise you, if you are able to evaluate your relationship with that in mind, you'll have a much healthier relationship. You'll notice that you're either in a dead relationship or you are actually in a relationship that just had a misunderstanding. And now you have all the potential in the world. I love y'all, man. I hope this has been helpful to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Peace, love, and light to all men, women, and children that walk the earth, man. I love y'all. Peace.